go, buddy boy. All right, so we got to talk about the Michigan scandal, okay? Obviously, a boatload of stuff has come out. We don't need to bore you with all the details. We are not a news station. We are here to give you a fan's reaction. Ohio State fan and Nick's your resident Michigan fan. We have not stopped texting back and forth every single day, starting at 4 in the morning when I hit the gym to like 12 p.m. when you're getting off the flight to wherever you were flying around to. Like all day long, we just been going back and forth. And Nick's got a hill to stand on. I think I'm just gonna give you the floor, my man. I know you gave your take. I don't know if you want to give me if you think I should go first or.
I mean, I'll just tell you my initial reaction. I mean, I was in Las Vegas. I'm working a big convention. I feel my phone go off in my pocket. I look at it, and I walked off the floor of the convention because I had to take it all in on what was happening. Like, just read up just a little bit. Michigan's being investigated, sign stealing scandal, real quick, and I'd start freaking out. So that was my very first initial thought and reaction, and then later that day, as I'm like, looking, I'm on social media and stuff like that, just kind of scrolling and just seeing some other people's reactions. Like every reaction that I'm seeing is like, this is normal. Every team does this. These are like former college athletes, former pro NFL football players that are like, yeah, no big deal. And like, what's your point? What's your point? JJ Watt, everybody does this, right? I mean, there's so many. So I'm like, okay, so maybe it isn't that bad, hopefully. And honestly, like, just because there hasn't been any hey, here's what we found out. I mean, it's been 2 weeks, right? So there's this, and this that is guaranteed to happen. Harbaugh knew about it. Players knew about it. Like there's been nothing. So right. I feel like the longer that this is drawn out, the less that they're finding, and they're just trying to search and find for something. So me personally, I talked about this before. I sent in that video. It wasn't in that video, but I talked about the Astros sign stealing scandal. To me, right. that is way different. I mean, everybody in the majors.
Okay. So forgive me. Okay. I played baseball when I was younger. Braves fan in the '90s, kind of adopted by my father. Got out of it, and I don't know the details. So give me a quick synopsis of what happened with this Astros thing.
So just real quick leading into that, I mean, you got third base coaches, managers, they do all kinds of signs just to make it difficult to steal signs, because I do think that it happens at all levels of baseball. However, nobody has ever had like a live feed zoomed in camera on the catcher's signs, right? So like fastball, curveball, slider, inside out, whatever.
I was a pitcher when I was younger. Yeah.
Right. So they are relaying the signs that the catcher's putting down to the dugout. And then if it was a certain pitch, like a changeup, they start banging on a trash can. And it's like every single time the catcher puts down a sign for a changeup, trash cans getting banged on. And there were some videos that showed, like, pitchers calling timeout, like, dude, what the heck? Like, they are stealing like, they know what's coming. So, there was, and so what happened was, like, there were all these allegations, which are crazy. And here's what happened. Major League Baseball gave all the players immunity. They said, listen, tell us what happened. You ain't going to get in trouble. 100% immunity.
And what was their rationale?
Is that we know what happened. This is what I assume. We know what happened, and we can eliminate it moving forward. And then, like, the coaches and managers, GMs, I mean, anybody who knew about it, they're going to lose their job. They're going to get fined or whatever. There's going to be some type of ramifications that come with that. So that was massive. Now this here with sending guys to the other team's games, buying tickets on both sides and stuff like that, could it be on the same side that the entire organization knew, if the players knew, if people knew? Listen, if somebody's cheating,
How is it different though? You got someone with a recording device, because you're saying there's no proof of that person recording what you say they're recording.
No, what I'm saying is, like, at the moment, there isn't anything that has come out that other people.
But if it's found to, all right, so let's just say
if it's found to, listen,
is it as bad as the Astros thing?
I don't think it's as bad as that. but I do think that it's on a similar level to it. Now, here's the thing: if I'm an Astros fan, it brought me a national a championship. It brought me a World Series.
Yeah.
So it's like cool. And then our manager gets fired. You know, there's some things that happen after that. People hate us as a team, and they call us cheaters really for the next decade or so until these players retire. And maybe it never stops. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's like, look, if I'm an Astros fan, good. You know, fire my guys, discipline my teams, whatever we need to do because we cheated. I don't want to win that way. Same thing with Michigan. Like, yes, of course, they're my team. I don't want to see them anything happen to them. However, if things are true that way, discipline the crap out of us. I'm perfectly fine with that. Yeah. I just want the punishment to fit the crime. You know, so if it's like, hey man, like everyone's doing this, Michigan's just getting ratted out for it, or teams are doing something similar, like that's gonna annoy me. But if it's like, man, this is like above and beyond, this isn't like another team like sitting in a dugout watching the coach, you know, give signs. This is like relaying signs that they're given, so they know exactly what's coming at every single second of the. I wouldn't say every single pitch in an at bat because it was just one pitch. Like, hey, when we bang the trash can, a fastball's coming. We bang the trash can, a changeup's coming. You know, just different at bats. So, but yeah, man. I mean, that's all. I mean, it sucks. You know, nobody. I mean, for an Ohio State fan, in my opinion, it's like you just want the worst thing possible to happen to us. But if we were losing to you guys, let's say this is a decade ago, if we were just getting destroyed by you every single game, if I'm you guys, I'm like, keep doing it. It's not working, so just keep doing it. We're gonna beat y'all no matter what.